welcome to 4MS. We are a grade 4 classroom located at Saigon South International School in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. My Unit 5 final project started with a question. Actually, many questions. I kept hearing about coding, but honestly had no idea what it was all about. So I tweeted about it, and the beauty of Twitter led me to Vivian, who led me to Mindy, and like magic, the beginning of an idea formed for the grade 4 unit Electricity and Magnetism. I was excited about the ideas that were forming, but I still had doubts. With more advice via Twitter, I decided to test drive coding with my son, a grade 3 student. Here is what happened.
Cade and my first look at Scratch. What do you think, Cade?
Awesome.
Why?
Because you can create new things and have fun.
Do you think the kids in my class will like this?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you can have a lot of fun, and you can create stuff with your friends.
Cade's reaction had me convinced. He was thinking and testing and completely engaged. When we returned to school in January, grade 4 were set to start the science unit. After much thought about how to launch the coding aspect of this unit, our ES Tech coach and I decided to start out with a few standalone lessons. As much as I love integration, I believe that sometimes students need to learn skills explicitly and then be able to take those skills to a whole new level. We decided to use the program Scratch as our coding tool. It was student-friendly and age-appropriate. We began by using some ideas from the Scratch curriculum guide. We watched some projects and the excitement built. We did the first tutorial. It was fun to see kids getting up and collaborating. They were engaged and excited. We gave each student a design notebook where they could reflect and create. As the standalone lessons continued, we focused on exploration and creativity, but taught some key skills and essential vocabulary. As teacher and coach, we began to see the infinite possibilities. We could feel the students' excitement and ours was matching it. We knew we didn't need to stand alone much longer. We knew it was time to integrate. My PLN village came through for me when I tweeted out for ideas about integration. Here, once again, enter many people that have been so helpful along the way. Here also enters the Makey Makeys, and things really take off. The Makey Makey is a simple invention kit that allows users to turn everyday objects into touchpads. We began this process as an inquiry. We had the Makey Makey and materials ready, the computer next to this. On the computer was a piano keyboard programmed with Scratch. We set up all components and asked the questions, what do you think this is? How might this work? Higher level thinking, problem solving, collaboration. The students were fully engaged and interested. After the students figured out the gist of the Makey Makeys in regards to circuits, which was one of our integrated links to our electricity unit, we then brought in some materials and asked the students how they might use the Makey Makey to test for conductivity. Wow, again, higher level thinking, problem solving, collaboration, engagement. Here was one aha moment.
Yeah, let's make sure it touches your skin. Okay.
Hold on to it.
That's just a piece of chopstick. We already did the chopstick.
Oh my! Try a dry spot.
No.
That's cool.
This was very powerful learning. We were all really excited. At this point of the final project, a group challenge was issued. Students were asked to use their knowledge of coding, their knowledge of circuits and conductors, and their knowledge of Makey Makeys in order to create something exciting that demonstrated what they knew. This was project work that required teamwork, design, and decision-making. We purposely left this very open-ended. We were finding that the group discussions, decision-making, and problem-solving were becoming instrumental in this task. We wanted this to be student-centered. There were teams that came up with some very interesting ideas. There were veggie dictionaries created for young EAL students, video games, animal sounds created with water circuits, horse jumping, and cucumber races. After the project was completed, the teams each created a reflective video. From these videos, we confirmed that the amount that the students learned throughout this process was enormous. Here is one of those videos.
We made the cucumber race. It's called a cucumber race because the 2 layers are cucumber, and we made it on Scratch.
And we used these blocks to put it together, and when we put it together, it's called a script.
We sometimes need to change. The sequence must be right in order to work, and if the sequence is wrong, then it won't work.
And we used a block called broadcasting and receiving. When one of the players touched the finish line first, that player will broadcast a message to the finish line, and it will receive it, and it will pop up the word like cucumber 1 wins or cucumber 2 wins.
And we used Makey to do this. And we connect the Makey with the computer. And here's the earth. So every time we touch the earth and tap on the cucumber, it moves forward like this. But if we do like this, it doesn't work because there's no circuit working around.
So can you show me how do you close the circuit so that the game actually works?
We have to hold it so we could be a part of a circuit, and we have to connect the circuits together.
The Makey is this board that we use to connect stuff, and this board you can see on the back we have a space, and then we can go right. These are used for the 2 cucumbers. And
so then what happens with that board?
It turns like anything, like such as a cucumber, to a keyboard, and we can use it to play games, but just only stuff like you can
things that can conduct.
Yeah, can conduct. If it's
Things that can conduct what?
Electricity.
All right.
And it can make a circuit. If it's an insulator, you can't connect it.
So then, what's the cucumber? Is an insulator?
It's a conductor, since water is inside, and water is a good conductor of electricity.
For example, this isn't a conductor. You can tell because it has no water. It's just like made out of stuff. So if we humans have water in our bodies, so we can hold.
Oh, so that means that because you have water in your bodies, then you are a
Part of the circuit, and
Yeah.
you're a conductor.
very nice. That's a nice game. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Students were also asked to reflect on their learning throughout this science unit by answering some questions on their blogs. These posts showed that students showed evidence of learning the science concepts, showed evidence of learning coding skills, and showed evidence of being effective collaborators and reflectors. There are many things that I learned throughout this project. The importance of taking risks, trying something new, releasing control, working with others both virtually and at school with me. This whole project just started with an idea and a science unit, and where it went really blew me away with the possibilities that are ahead of us. I'm really excited about making this better and further developing both my own and the students' skills in learning. The next time we do this unit, I would like to further integrate into other disciplines as well as incorporate some sort of service learning. We're also planning on setting up some coding mentors and participating in the Global Coetathon on May 9th. The Global Coetathon is an event hosted by UNIS Hanoi where approximately 25 of our students will be creating and coding virtually with other students around the world. We are anxiously awaiting and anticipating this event. When I think back to my concerns from the start of this project, I can't believe how far we've come. Students have definitely met redefinition. Tech has allowed for the creation of new tasks that were previously inconceivable. I'd like to thank Coetail and many others that helped me along the way. Thank you for watching.